The Prophecy of Our Lady of La Salette.
The 19th of September, 1846.
Well, my children, you will pass this on to all my people. The priests, ministers of my Son, the priests, by their wicked lives, by their irreverence, and their impiety in the celebration of the holy mysteries, by their love of money, their love of honors and pleasures, the priests have become cesspool of impurity. Yes, the priests are asking vengeance, and vengeance is hanging over their heads. Woe to the priests and to those dedicated to God, who by their unfaithfulness and their wicked lives are crucifying my Son again. Their sins of those dedicated to God cry out towards heaven and call for vengeance. And now vengeance is at their door. For there is no one left to beg mercy and forgiveness for the people. There are no more generous souls. There is no one left worthy of offering stainless sacrifice to the Eternal for the sake of the world. God will strike in an unprecedented way. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. God will exhaust His wrath upon them, and no one will be able to escape so many afflictions together. The chiefs, the leaders of the people of God have neglected prayer and penance, and the devil has bedimmed their intelligence. They have become wandering stars which the old devil will drag along with his tail to make them perish. God will allow the old serpent to cause divisions among those who reign in every society and in every family. Physical and moral agonies will be suffered. God will abandon mankind to itself and will send punishment which will follow one after the other for more than 35 years. The society of men is on the eve of the most terrible scourges and of grievous events. Mankind must expect to be ruled with an iron rod and to drink from the chalice of the wrath of God. Italy will be punished for her ambition in wanting to shake off the yoke of the Lord of Lords, and so he will be left to fight a war. Blood will flow on all sides. Churches will be locked up or desecrated. Priests and religious orders will be hunted down and made to die a cruel death. Several will abandon the faith, and a great number of priests and members of religious orders will break away from the true religion. Among these people, there will be even bishops. Everywhere there will be extraordinary wonders, as true faith has faded and false light brightens the people. Woe to the princes of the church who think only of piling riches upon riches to protect their authority and dominate with pride. the vicar of my son will suffer a great deal, because for a while the church will yield to large persecution, a time of darkness, and the church will witness a frightful crisis. The true faith to the Lord having been forgotten, each individual will want to be on his own and be superior to people of same identity. They will abolish civil rights as well as ecclesiastical. All orders and all justice will be trampled underfoot, and only homicides, hate, jealousy, lies, dissension would be seen without love for country or family. The Holy Father will suffer a great deal. I will be with him until the end and receive his sacrifice. The mischievous would attempt his life several times to do harm and shorten his days, but neither him nor his successor will see the triumph of the Church of God. All civil governments will have one and the same plan, which will be to abolish and do away with religious principles to make way for materialism, atheism, spiritualism, and vice of all kinds. France, Italy, Spain, and England will be at war. Blood will flow in the streets. Frenchmen will fight Frenchmen. Italian will fight Italian. A general war will follow, which will be appalling. For a time, God will cease to remember France and Italy because the gospel of Jesus Christ has been forgotten. The wicked will make use of all their evil ways. Men will kill each other, massacre each other even in their homes. At the first blow of his thundering sword, the mountains and all nature will tremble in terror, for the disorders and crimes of men have pierced the vaults of the heavens. Paris will burn and Marseilles will be engulfed. Several cities will be shaken down, swallowed up by earthquakes. People will believe that all is lost. Nothing will be seen but murder. Nothing will be heard but clash of arms and blasphemy. The righteous will suffer greatly. Their prayers, their penance, and their tears will rise up to heaven, and all of God's people will beg for forgiveness and mercy, and will plead for my help and intercession. And then Jesus Christ, in an act of his justice and his great mercy, will command his angels to have all his enemies put to death. Suddenly, the persecutors of the Church of Jesus Christ and all those who given over to sin will perish, and the earth will become desert-like. Then peace will be made, and man will be reconciled with God. Jesus Christ will be served, worshipped, and glorified. Charity will flourish everywhere. The new kings will be the right arm of the Holy Church, will be strong, humble, pious in its poor, but fervent imitation of the virtues of Jesus Christ. The gospel will be preached everywhere, and mankind will make great progress in its faith. For there will be unity among the workers of Jesus Christ, and man will live in the fear of God.